Now, as someone that's grown up around southeast London, this part of East London across the river, it's not exactly too alien from where I've grown up. A lot of things remind me of home. The working class feel of the electronic cables and the crumbling building exteriors to the markets that are just set up of anything from legitimate goods to fake designer goods. There's something I love about these parts of London. You can buy pretty much anything, but you also have to keep your wits about you. These areas in the daytime don't really present much of a threat. But come the night time, as you see over my shoulder, crackheads and nitties definitely do come out in force. And that might mean that people, instead of simply asking you for money, they might demand money from you. What do you like about Whitechapel? Could you tell me anything you like about the place?
Yeah, I can't lie, this place is full of desis, bro. You can see everywhere around, like desis and full of desis, isn't it?
Here we're in Tower Hamlets, and it is a pretty cool place. If you're after Asian food, or used clothes, or you literally just want to drink a beer in one of the many pubs around here, including one pub where the Cray twins famously hang out, called the Blind Beggar, you can play a good game of pool in there, as I did with my friend. There aren't too many things really to do in Whitechapel, you know? I mean, you can take a tour of Jack the Ripper and you can visit some of the locations where bodies of victims that he allegedly murdered were discovered. And as a killer that was never caught, and in a society today that loves to glamorize serial killers and the underbelly of the dark part of society, it's weird that it's one of the only claims to fame today. So yeah, Whitechapel is interesting because it mainly goes from Aldgate on one end. Aldgate goes all the way down there. Then it goes all the way down this way. And all the way down this way is basically Mile End and Bow. So, caught in the middle of E1, Whitechapel very much is a district that is forgotten about a lot of the time. And I find that unfortunate. Just across the road from us, beyond the Undies, is an old bank that used to exist, and this is what a lot of the buildings used to look like back in the day here. Maybe about 150, 200 years ago. Buildings like this bank have now been turned into like modern, crummy businesses. Like the Whitechapel Business Centre. No offence, but I'm sure there's definitely better things to see than that. As a fan of the old and crumbling brickwork, old gargoyles, decrepit shop fronts, I love it. Considering it is a heavily Asian area, one good thing to do always in London when it's a big Asian area is to try some food, right? Now, as I said before, the best samosas in Whitechapel, realistically, they're going to be in Whitechapel, but they're going to be in Umballa. For the purposes of this video, we're not going to go for the safe bet. We're actually going to take a bit of a risk. That means that we're going to buy a samosa from one of the sketchiest looking places in all of Whitechapel. Guys, we might be about to get food poisoning right now, but I think we need to risk it. Let's try and find a samosa right now. Oh, I just hit someone. Let me see, I feel like there might be one down here. Let's see if there's one here. Oh, totally a fucking samosa window. Let's see how much for one samosa. Hello, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
How much is for one samosa?
150 each.
150 each. Can I just have one, please? Thank you. Meat, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, there's a £2 there for you. You keep the change, okay? Oh my god. You be careful with your feet. Thank you. Don't worry about the change. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Thank you very much. Take care. Thank you. Did you just see that? Oh my god. You know, was that my fault? I feel so guilty because I gave him the £2 coin. It dropped into the hot sauce. It dropped into like the fucking hot oil. Are you serious? At this fountain, apparently about 1,000 people died back here from a polluted water supply. Basically, there used to be a stream that came through this area of Whitechapel, right? And not far away was a cemetery. And so where people had been buried and cremated and stuff like that, the bad stuff had come off of the bodies. I don't remember what he called it, dysphorium or something like that. So I feel like it's more than fitting to eat this sketchy street samosa right next to the place where thousands of people have died. Hopefully we don't die too. So let's try this meat samosa. Cost me £1.50. If it's really shit, I'm gonna go straight to the toilet. Let's go. Alright, it's always a good sign if the bag has got a little bit of juice. That's a good sign. Let's go. It's roaring hot. You know what we're gonna do? Fuck. I'm gonna take one bite. I think I'm gonna give it to someone else. It's not that I'm feeling generous. I feel like there's people that need it more than me, okay? Let's take a bite of it. Just eating my own hair there. I didn't have very high expectations for the street samosa, but it's kind of it's converted me. Not only is the pastry exactly what you'd expect, beautifully crumbly and light and golden, the filling, beautiful. Before I enjoy the rest of this samosa right here, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video about Whitechapel. It has been a little bit difficult to make Whitechapel seem like an appealing place that people would come, because I feel like it is often overlooked by tourists. But honestly, deep down in my heart, as someone that's lived in London for about 30 years, I tell you, you should honestly come to Whitechapel. I recommend it to you. Oh baby. Oh fuck. I know a minute ago I said I was going to take a bite and I was going to give the rest to a homeless guy. It's not happening now. I'm sorry. I need this. That's a good fucking samosa right there. I don't know why people said you to get ill from eating one of these street samosas. It's actually pretty fucking good. Until the next video, guys, look after yourselves. And from everyone staring at me here in Whitechapel, I wish you a great summer's day. Ciao.